to be able to read all the fun stuff on there. And action. Oh, that scared Annie.
That hurt my ear.
And action, action, action. All right. For those of you that like the clapper, action. There you go. I please everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
It's been a while.
Louqshire Expediting Adventures here, and we are having an adventure this weekend.
We are, and we're actually in the truck today, believe it or not. The last few videos we have done outside of the truck.
Yeah, so, which is okay, right? Because that's part of it.
Yeah. See, the last time we did a video, we were in Arkansas, visiting the grandbabies.
Yep. And
then we went to Vegas for a weekend of fun and frivolity.
Is that a word?
I don't know.
Look that up. Can you spell that for me?
Yes. Yes, I will. And we came back to the truck, and we've been running ever since. We went from Arkansas to Missouri to California
Connecticut
to Baltimore.
Oh, we did Baltimore.
Then we did Connecticut.
Yeah.
And then we did Kentucky. And then back to California.
Sounds about right.
And then
it gets muddy and murky.
It does get muddy and murky. We've been all over the place the last month or so. We find ourselves.
If you were to follow our truck on a map of some sort, it just would be, swervy, dervy. So
all the way north, all the way west, all the way east, all the way south. We went to Florida. We haven't been to Florida in forever.
That was like an in and out. That was quick. We did go to Florida. I totally forgot about that.
We have literally been almost all four corners of the country except for Pacific Northwest this time.
We won't talk about that.
We won't talk about that. Anyway, we're here.
We're here. We've been working hard, hence the reason probably no videos. We are having some downtime. Can we say where we're at? Doesn't really matter. We are here in Montgomery, Alabama, and it is a place that Vince and I have been wanting to explore, and our load has afforded us to take a few days. We rented a car, and before we go out and adventure today, we thought we'd put our video together, and I'm really looking forward to it. It is hot and humid, so anyway.
Well, let's get her done.
I know, not as hot as I think it could be. I think we're timing our little getaway not during peak, sweltering, humid, hot south time.
I thought you meant it was hot and humid here in the truck because the APU was off, so there's no rooftop air.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I think today what we want to talk about is, how do you want to put it?
Well, let's start with, we got some suggestions from our fellow mentors here at Hyfield on the Panther side.
Correct.
And we think that maybe we will use some of their suggestions and talk to you all about them.
Yes. Yes. So, we're just going to work down the list today, and how important it is. Let's just start with utilizing the mentor program here at Hyfield. I think that's probably the biggest takeaway out of what mentors here on both sides would like for you to know is how to utilize, when to utilize, why it's important to utilize, just utilizing us as mentors. Obviously, you are self-employed, you're a 1099, and you don't have to utilize the mentor program. I think
what is the mentor program? Let's start with that.
All right, what is it?
I just asked you that question.
Well, I know what it is. You give yours, and then I'll add. You have to do some talking.
I don't do talking. Okay, so the mentor program, when you come on board with Hyfield Trucking, Hyfield will pair you with a mentor that has been successful in the business and can help guide you along the way to being successful, learning the things that you need to know out here in the world. If you come from a background of zero trucking experience, helping you along the way of how to fuel the truck, how to operate the truck successfully, how to handle conversations with dispatch and shippers and consignees. We're here to guide you along through that process. If you have trucking experience, you've been driving a tractor trailer or for a different carrier, we help guide you along the way of how expediting works. What are the differences between driving a tractor trailer as a company driver or even as a owner-operator, and doing what we do here in a straight truck and expediting. So
They're very different.
they are very different. So that's our task as a mentor. We don't do this for the money.
We do it for the glory. Sorry, it's a song. Thank you, Trace. Trace Adkins.
We do this out of the pure
for the badonkadonk
enjoyment of.
Sorry, squirrel. Sorry, I'm fired. You set that up.
We do this for the pure enjoyment of helping others be successful. You've made a choice in life to change something, and we want you to succeed in that choice.
We do it for I think the joy, for Vince and I, but totally speaking from us, I want to say that the other mentors, maybe they can comment down below, I think we do it for purpose. You know, the purpose in life is giving back and whatever it is you do. So, and I think Vince and I, do it for purpose in life is to share our knowledge and to see other people be successful. So, like I was saying, you don't have to utilize the mentor program. I would hope that if you chose Hyfield as your fleet owner, that you're choosing it and for the number one reason of the mentor program, so that you can be successful out here. Would you agree?
Sure.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I got to say on the mentor program.
Okay.
I think it's great. I think it's a great program. It's why you and I chose to come out here almost 3 years ago.
Okay.
So, all right.
All right, we took a little break and ran the APU and got a little air in here, so it's a little cooler.
Yes. So, as we were talking about utilizing your mentors, it is entirely up to you if you want to use them. We're here for you. You know, we want to see you be successful. So, I think another thing that our mentors would like you to know is not to expect certain equipment or trucks. And to make sure that you're inquiring, not just with Hyfield when you're doing your research or your homework, but with any fleet owner. What kind of a truck are you getting?
Does it have an extended sleeper? Is it a factory sleeper? Does it have a cooktop? Does it have rooftop AC? The television?
S-bar, what kind of heat are you going to stay warm
Right.
with?
Does it have an APU?
Right.
So these are all good questions to ask.
Adaptive cruise.
Right.
Some people find that's very important. The brand of truck. I don't know why that seems to be important for some drivers, but the brand, whether it's a Freightliner,
Cascadia?
yes, or an M2. So make sure you're asking all those questions before you come out here.
Ultimately, the truck is a tool. You know, it's a tool that we use to make money. Yes, it's our home, literally our home, but it's a tool that we use to make money. And we, just like when you're looking at an apartment or a house, you find things that you have to compromise on.
Sure.
You know, your budget is X, and if you want to pull, well, that won't fit in X budget,
Sure.
right? So
Or the granite
it's the same
countertops.
idea, right? So you have to understand what these things are. And if you don't understand them, ask the question.
Yeah. Another thing here, we're kind of all over the board, but these are concerns that other mentors here on Panther have for you. What do you consider low hours of service? Planning long trips with the hours you have and checking your clocks before accepting a load.
So low hours of service, we're talking about your 70-hour clock. If you've been running all week and you're down to 20 hours on your 70-hour clock and you have a 1,000-mile run, you've got a partner, there's two of you. So if I have 20 hours, Melissa has 30 hours, which happens a lot with us on a team truck, can we run 1,000 miles with 50 hours between us? Yes. Now, the question then becomes, will I be able to continue to run? Will I have the recaps to run? Or do I need to shut down for a 34-hour reset? If I've got a 2,000-mile run and I've got 15 hours on my clock, chances are we can't make that run. Regardless of what Melissa has, chances are that's not going to be a run we can make because it just won't work out unless we have a lot of time where Melissa can do most of the driving and I can sit and do maybe a rolling restart. Again, these are questions that you need to ask, your mentors to help you along the way.
I was going to say the same
Yeah.
thing. What's a rolling reset?
Right.
What are hours of service? Again, we're strictly talking for you newbies out there. However, there's been some previous tractor trailer drivers who don't quite understand hours of service. I'm not sure where they learn their hours of service, but maybe don't quite understand. So at any rate,
but this is one of those things that they don't teach you in truck school. Right?
Absolutely.
They teach you a basic overview of hours of service in truck school, but you don't get the fine details that your mentors can certainly help you with.
Yeah. So again, that's where this mentor program would really come in handy. Let's see. What else have they asked us? How about incorporating possible weather that may infringe on travel if you did have those low hours of service? You know?
Yeah.
Are you looking out ahead trip planning? So maybe you don't know how to trip plan. That's also something you could be asking your mentors. You know, we have people ask us all the time, what weather apps are we using? Vince and I use very different weather apps, but together we come together and we make a plan. And sometimes we have to go a couple hundred miles out of our way to avoid said weather. But ultimately, that decision usually leads, so far, knock on wood, to us being on a successful delivery on time.
Sure.
As opposed to where when you look back and you go, ooh, they had that bad weather that we avoided and it shut down the road. And those are questions you could be asking your mentor, again, using the mentor program. Maybe we could touch on this one. It says refusing loads for a week is comparable to being out of service. And then also how that could affect you money-wise.
Well, if you're refusing loads, you're not taking runs, or if you're out of service, for whatever reason, you're not making money. There's no money in sitting in a truck stop waiting.
No.
I mean, I guess there could be. Maybe you start a barbecue stand at the back of your truck, or you find another way to make money at the truck stop. Wink, wink. But, you know, if you're refusing freight or if you're out of service, you're not making any money. If you're in service available for freight, why are you refusing these loads? Yes, there are loads that we will refuse because they don't fit our business, but for a week, that seems excessive.
And why are you are you not calling your mentors asking? Or are you just refusing without asking how to make that load a better load? So again, that's why we're here as mentors, is to guide you, to just give you the advice as to what we would do. Obviously, we wouldn't be mentors if we weren't being successful at what we do. That's very true. So, and I say that across the board for all the mentors on either carrier. How about the importance of the truck revenue and expectations to make sure the truck is profitable?
Yeah, the truck has to make money, plain and simple. These trucks are not out here for us to RV around the country and see the world. They're here to make money. One of the beautiful side effects is that we do get to ride around the country and see the world, all while making money for ourselves and for the truck. Again, they're tools. They're tools for a business. They are here to generate revenue. They are not here to be our personal RV. We make them our personal RV. However, if we don't make income, if we don't meet revenue goals, then we've failed at...
Well, it's going to hurt your pocketbook, which is ultimately going to hurt the whole chain of events, you know, pocketbook.
Sure.
And ultimately probably wouldn't have a job, or you're going to quit because you're not making money
not
at
making
it.
Money. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, if your goal is to cruise around the country in an RV, go buy an RV. That's probably more blunt than some folks want to hear, but it just is
the truth. And you know, you see a lot of us doing it out here. If you follow Hyfield Trucking on social media, or Vince or I, or you know, you do see us doing that. But we're running hard. You know, if you watch any of our previous videos, work hard, play hard. We do that. So, or you do it on a holiday weekend, or you implement it somehow, or maybe you're low on hours of service, and that's what you choose to do, is do a 34 and you go to a campground instead of that truck stop. So.
There are ways to be successful and have a lot of fun out here. What are we wrapping up with?
Well, how us mentors aren't doing it for the money. We're doing it because we want to. We want to see you succeed. Ask your questions. Be diligent. Utilize the mentor program.
Yeah, we're not out here to tell you what to do, to make you do anything that you don't want to do. This is your business. You run it as you see fit. It doesn't mean that everything that you do we're going to agree with as your mentors. Don't worry about that. It's your business. You know, this isn't an adversarial relationship. we're here to help guide you to where you need to be for your goals. Again, you do not have to utilize the mentors. They are not a requirement. It's totally up to you. If you would like to be successful, it's a good idea to use your mentors to learn the things that they've learned immediately and not 6 months down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Just do your homework, Just do your homework. If you don't want to utilize a mentor program, why are you coming to Hyfield? We truly feel like that should be the number one reason you're coming here.
Maybe it's for the equipment.
So if it is for the equipment, I would say be up front and say, hey, I don't need a mentor, because I think you would just be wasting everybody's time if you're not going to use a mentor program. So hopefully...
Again, it's not required.
It is not.
You may come into Hyfield looking for a mentor and think, okay, it's not for me.
Yeah.
The mentor program is not for me. I don't need a mentor. And that's fine. And you can still run your truck without a mentor.
Yeah, you can. All right, that's all we've got today. Just a little bit of tidbits coming from the mentors here at Panther. We appreciate all of them who reached out and gave us some ideas.
If you're interested in this lifestyle, running with a mentor, being able to see the sights and work hard and make good money, reach out to us. Ask us questions. You require a Class B license at least. A Class A works just fine. Hyfield requires a hazmat and tanker endorsement. Bring a partner with you. We don't play matchmaker, so established teams are a must. What else?
If you want to work hard, play hard. That's it. That's all I can think of. I know, right?
Thanks for watching. Don't leave money on the table.
Bye.